Hey, fellow agents, this is Agent Smith, and we are playing Leisure Suit Larry 3. So, we are checking out everything we can around the area. Just taking a look around. I have an idea. I think we can get our credit card back from that lady if we go and try to sell her something. I'm going to see if I can get into a grass skirt and look like one of the natives. Hopefully that'll help us do that, if we're lucky. We're outside the world-famous Comedy Hut, a fast food of comedy clubs. They appear to be open. Go check it out. I easily get distracted from my plans. The world famous Comedy Hut is filled with people who have mildly uproarious time. Let's go talk to these men that look like Al Lowe over here. What do you say? What say? Just say what you want to say. Hello? Hey, I got an idea. How about you and I sit in a comedy club and maybe make Larry walk up to us and say hello? Say something like hello. Awesome. Hello, says Bill. Are you crazy? No way. That's so lame. Larry would never say that. I could say whatever I want. That's awesome. Yeah, I suppose you're right, says Al. This is not a good idea. Let's get out of here. Hello. Really? Yeah, it was Al Lowe. And Larry, somebody rather, that makes this game. Sit down. Move in front of the chair. That's the center of the table. Sit now. There we go. Let's watch this comedy act. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the world-famous Comedy Hut is proud to present a legend in his own mind, Paul. Oh, Lord. Good evening, ladies and germs, says Paul, always the snappy starter. Boo. Hey, Paul, you shout? That joke's so old, it's got gray hair. Oh, yeah, retorts the comic. Son of a bitch. Some guys just don't have a way with the hecklers. Okay, folks, we're going to try something different tonight. Tell me a name of your 3 favorite ethnic groups. It doesn't matter to me which you choose. I've got enough jokes to insult anyone. Jews. Asians. African Americans. Can't say it. Blacks. Alright. I don't want to say that, but alright. Blacks. Thank you. Don't like the reference to that. Sorry for that, but they won't let me fit the word in here. Do you know how to break a Jew's man's finger? Punch him in the nose. Okay. Do you know why the Jews guy have been stealing all those police cars lately? They say they saw the 911 and thought they were Porsches. Okie doke. You know about the 25 Jew guys in the phone booth? Get him in the phone booth. Throw in $1. Oh man. Sorry for these bad jokes, guys. 6 months ago, my wife had her credit card stolen. Tonight I learned this Jew guy took it. I'm not gonna turn him in. He spends a lot less per month than she did. Oh. Boo. Same thing. Do you know the best thing about sleeping alone? You can have sex anytime you want it. Once when I was a teenager, I stopped at the drugstore, purchased some of those necessary supplies. I told the pharmacist, better give me a dozen. I got a hot date tonight with a school tramp. When I got her house, her mother insisted to join them for dinner. I offered to say grace, and I prayed and prayed and prayed. When I finished, my date leaned over to me and said, "Why, Paul, I had no idea you were so religious." I replied, "And I had no idea your father was a pharmacist." That's actually pretty good. Do you know how to recognize the bride at a Jew wedding? She's the one with the braided armpit hair. He's just focusing on Jewish people, man. I said other races. A Jew man walks into a bar with a pig under his arm. The bartender said, "Did you win him in a raffle?" The pig replied, "Yup." Horrible jokes. A black man was talking with an Asian man, and with an Asian man. I'm so unlucky. The Asian man says, "Really? Why do you think that?" "Why, just last night, the beautiful hunchback girl stood me up, and after I bought her flowers, dug the hole and everything." Oh man. I just learned the difference between oral sex and sushi. It's the rice. Oh, that's disgusting, but yeah. A Jew man calls his wife, says, "Honey, I'm at the doctor's office. He just finished my exam and says I have only got 12 hours to live." His wife replies, "Oh, sweetheart, that's terrible news. What will we do?" The Jew man says, "I thought tonight we should have one great last fling. Fancy dinner, a show, dancing, everything. Then we'll check into a hotel and make love all night." The wife replied, "Easy for you to say. You don't have to get up in the morning." A man complained to his doctor, "Doc, my wife has lost interest in sex." The doctor replies, "Say no more, old friend. I've got just what you need. Just slip her onto these little pills and stand back." That night, as the man dropped a couple of pills into his wife's glass of wine, he thought, "If these pills are so great, maybe I should take a couple myself." Nothing happened. The evening passed uneventfully, and they both went off to bed. Then about 1 o'clock, his wife suddenly sat up in bed and announced, "I want a man." The man woke up and said, "Me too." Have you tried that new Jewish-Japanese restaurant yet? It's called Sosumi. Oh my lord, that's so bad. Do you know why black stadiums all have artificial grass? Keep the cheerleaders from grazing during halftime. Oh. Boy, you just throw a racial thing in there, makes these some sad, mad jokes. Do you know the worst thing about being an atheist? You have no one to talk to when you're having an orgasm. That's actually pretty good. The ones that aren't, the racial ones I put in there, not bad. Once I had a great thing going with this Eskimo girl. Unfortunately, she broke it off. Ooh. Because it's frozen, probably. These three guys were stranded together on a desert island. The black guy finds Aladdin's lamp buried in the sand. He says, "I wish I were home," and poof, he vanishes into midair. While the Asian guy grabs the lamp and says, "I wish I were home too." Poof, he too vanishes, leaving the Jewish man holding the lamp. The Jewish guy says, "Gee, now it's lonely here. I wish they hadn't left me." An elderly couple were just finishing their annual physical exam. Their doctor proclaims them in perfect health. Wife says, "But doctor, what can we do? I'm afraid we're going to catch this AIDS virus." It's the 80s. The doctor responds, "Don't worry. There's no way you could be in a high-risk group." "Doctor," she replies, "remember, we do have annual sex." Yesterday I went to the meat department in the new Cannibal supermarket down in the beautiful downtown Nuntanite Mall. They were running a special on human brains. Jewish brains were $4.99 per pound, Asian brains were $6.99 per pound, and black brains were $39 per pound. I asked the butcher if Jews' brains are $4.99 and Asians' brains are $6.99, how could black brains be $39? He replied, "Do you know how many black guys you've got to go through to get a pound of brains? Oh shit. I apologize for the order of those choices, man." That is a horrible joke. Boo. Did you hear about the unlucky Asian guy who filed divorce because he lived in a 2-story house? One story was, "I'm not in the mood," and the other story was, "I got a headache." Ba-dum boom. That was so bad. You know who won the Jewish beauty pageant? No one. Ooh. So this guy just slaps really racing into him. You know how to recognize Jewish versions? She's the one that can run faster than her brothers. Dang, you trying to say there's incest? What's the difference between 2 terrorists and 2 Asian women with PMS? You can negotiate with the terrorists. Did I tell you the one about black guys who were messing around with his sister-in-law? He really had it in for his brother. That was disgusting. How can you tell the Asian's pirate? Asian pirate? How can you tell the Asian's pirate? He wears an eye patch on both eyes. Oh, stupid. Should have put Polish in there. That would have been good. Did you hear about the Jewish man who was so lazy he married a pregnant woman? That's a bad one too. Why did the black guy pervert? Why did the black pervert cross the road? Because he was stuck to the back of the chicken. That was nasty too. Do you know how they take the census in Asian neighborhoods? Easy. Flood the basements. Mexican would probably work better for that one. Why did the chicken cross the basketball court? He heard the referee was blowing fouls. Once the Asian football team played the Jewish football team. At the end of the 3 quarters, the score was tied, 0-0. Just then, a train went by. The Asian team heard the whistle, thought the game was over, and went home. 6 plays later, the Jewish team scored. 6 plays later with nobody on it. My wife bought us a new waterbed. I call it the Dead Sea. My wife is so ugly. A peeping Tom threw up on our window ledge. Do you know how to tell a groom at a Jewish wedding? He's the one with a clean bowling shirt. Not really. A Jewish man was so stupid he studied all weekend for his urine test. I don't know if those fit. The first ones were really appropriate to him, but you know where a black family hides its money? Under the soap. Okay. Trying to say they don't wash. How do you tell the difference between a dead dog and a dead black guy lying in the middle of a highway? There's skid marks in front of the dog. Ooh. Guess somebody would stop for them. A black woman on her way home from market was carrying a duck when a drunk staggered up to her and said, "Hey, where did you get the pig?" The black woman replied, "You drunken fool, it's no pig, it's a duck." The drunk said, "Quiet, black." Quiet, black? I was talking to the duck. Dang. A 70-year-old man was in the doctor's office sobbing uncontrollably. "Doctor, you've got to help me. I just recently married a 21-year-old gorgeous girl, built like a brick shipyard, and all she wants to do all day long is have sex with me." The doctor replies, "Some problem. So why do you need my help?" "I can't remember where I live." I don't get that one. A young lumberjack had a terrible accident with his chainsaw and went to the doctor's office for stitches. The doctor began to apply an anesthetic, and the lumberjack was just laughed. "Doc, I won't be needing any painkillers for a little wound like this." The doctor replied, "Son, this is gonna hurt a lot. Are you sure?" "Of course I'm sure," said the lumberjack. "Why, in my entire life, I've only felt pain twice. Once when I squatted down to relieve myself in the woods and got my testicles caught in a bear trap." The doctor cried, "My God, that's terrible. But when was the second time?" "When I reached the end of that chain." Okay. Do you know the most dangerous job in black neighborhoods? Riding shotgun in the garbage truck. Did you hear about the Jewish guy who won a gold medal in the last Olympics? He had it bronzed. Ha-ha. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Boy, this is a long comedy act. I'm kind of stuck here too. What is 2 hours of begging? Asian foreplay. How do you sink an Asian battleship? Put it in water. Ooh. And now, says the comic, because you've been so patient, I'd like to do my famous impersonation of a duck. And it goes something like this. Okie doke. He totally turned into a duck. Will they run out of jokes for this? Ladies and gentlemen, Paul. Look, he's getting sitting ovation. Clap. Wait till the comic is on stage. Oh, okay. Stand. Alright. Well, I'm out of here on that one. That took up a whole entire episode, damn near. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look over that casino now and see what that's all about. We're just gonna be heading back the way I did through the woods. And if you remember the way, you should be able to get there yourself as well. So anyway, we're here back at the casino. That was basically going from the comedy club, you go east then south and then back down to the lower west. So I'm gonna head and continue searching the way I was before. Hopefully we'll be able to find a place to change into this, because I don't think we can just wear skirts. Yep, far too modest to change of clothes here. Yeah, we can't do it just anywhere. Oh, it's a mirror. I thought that was a glass looking down on something else. If you look in the mirror, you would see yourself. Look. And mirror. You see yourself looking back. Oh, well, thanks. The outer lobby of the casino's showroom is basically empty except for a man standing behind a podium. Hello, sir. You say the Maitre D. My name is Larry Laffer. Can you give me some information about the show inside? Maitre D responds, if you would like to see tonight's show, you'll have to have a ticket. Of course, some of the local tourist magazines contain free passes. If you have no ticket, you might try one of those. Okay, so we're kind of rejected from this space. I'm gonna head over to the other side of the casino and see what there is there. This is the opposite side with the mirrors as well. Go and check this out and see what's here. Look, this looks like a bar. Unusual walls rise to a sculptured ceiling and descended upon a stool before a grand piano. This place sure dead. Okay. There's a huge piano, but there ain't nothing going on here, so I guess I'll have to come back another time for that one. I'm gonna see if going to this way is a different thing. No, they're not. Okay. That's all I need to see. So there's nothing to do in the casino at the moment. I'm gonna go head outside and see if there's some more areas around the casino to go to. Let's see if we can go up around the back of the staircase. Can't wait to get off this island with all the confusing layouts. Hey, here we go. This is exactly what I was looking for. Look. The casino's changing cabana, which bears an amazing resemblance to an outhouse, is nestled in a grove of trees. Dude, are we still in the intro? Oh my goodness! Like 3 episodes later, they're still giving me credits in this. Was I supposed to be done already? Ridiculous. Now we can change. Wear skirt. Okie doke. There we go. You remove your leisure suit and hide it inside the stall while slipping into the grass skirt. Boy, do you look like a native now. There we go. Well, I thought I was looking decent, but apparently not. Alright, let's see if we can trick this lady back on the other side of town to oh, that's right, and that's why I have that souvenir, I bet, too. I mean, not the souvenir, but that's probably why I have the little carved doll that I made. It'll be perfect. There we go. Souvenirs? Yep, that's me. Souvenirs! Get your genuine None Tonight souvenirs. Oh, wow, exclaims Tawni. Souvenirs. What you selling? She asks the peddler. Genuine native islander, designer labeled erotic carvings for only $20, you cry. But you better hurry, I only have one left. $20, really? Just take the credit card. Well, says Tawni, I might be interested. Does it have any special features? Your disguise seems to be working, Larry. Tawni doesn't recognize you. Well, she didn't seem like the type who probably would. I'm glad you asked, you respond. There's one small part that might attract your eye. It's a dildo. Son of a bitch, it's a deal, she says. I don't know how much about art, but I know what I like. You're lucky I'm down my last $20, says Tawni. Here you are. Thank you very much, miss, and use it in good health. Awesome. Well, let's get back and put our clothes back on. I thought I was going to get my card from that, but that's alright. Oh, it's a sequence. I can't even move anything. It's all in control of its own. Alright, well, let's get back over there and put our suit back on and back into my appropriate clothing. I love how he's modest most of the time in this game, but then every time there's sex stuff, he's ready to get naked in front of us in seconds. Since you have no further use for the silly grass skirt, you toss it through a hole conveniently placed in the floor. You resume for just this purpose. Or it was a toilet, bro. I highly doubt this was an actual cabana. But either way, I hope that you guys have been enjoying these. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I apologize for the tasteless jokes that were in that comedy act, man. By the way, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a great day. Hey, fellow agents, don't forget to like and subscribe by clicking the button in the center of the screen. You can also find the last video by clicking the button to the left, and you can take a look at some of the other stuff I've done by clicking the button to the right. Hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good day.